Hello, my name's Charles Lastic. I'm the Managing Director of Blue Bond Tax Planning. I've been a tax planner for more than 18 years, helping people save millions of pounds on their inheritance tax planning. So today's video is around our annual review service and how it works and what the benefits are. Hello and welcome back. As I say, today's video is around our annual review service and how it helps our clients. So very simply, what is it for? Your circumstances will change every year as life goes on. The tax rules may change on different years. So a review service is essential to make sure that all of the plans we've helped you put in place continue to remain suitable for you. So essentially there are three types of service. The first type is the legal services. Have your wills and trusts or estate planning need to be changed because of changes in rules? Have your wishes changed? Are there any tax changes that require an adjustment to your planning? Then we've got financial planning issues, defining and clarifying your goals, making sure that nothing's changed in that direction. Are the current plans you have on track to meet those goals? And last but not least, what actions should you be taking to meet your needs and your goals? Thirdly, there's our tax and account services. So we review your limited liability partnership or family investment companies or any other tax work that's required. We see what tax changes may affect those corporate relationships and how it has an impact. And then lastly, we review our understanding of your personal tax affairs and how that integrates with your company and potentially even your trust tax. Then the last thing, and most importantly, we do is proactive tax advice. Now, proactive tax advice is a service that's simply not provided by nearly all accountants. So what we do there is that we have a personalised questionnaire for you. So it starts off fairly large, more than 100 questions, and then we go through that questionnaire with you, and then we record the answers for this year, and then we also see, is a question never likely to apply in the future? And if that's the answer, we would take that question out of your personalised review. So every year we'd ask you to look at those questions, supply us in the answers, and then we discuss that with you in light of the current tax regime and see, okay, how is the interaction of your personal tax affairs with your company? I mean, just things like, should you buy an electric car through the company or should you buy it personally? What's the issues there? So looking at your personal and your tax and your family tax issues to try and reserve you tax on an ongoing basis. Because the problem with a normal service from a firm of accountants is that they would wait for you to ask a question and then sure, they'd give you the answer, but you're not a tax accountant. You don't know what questions to ask, and therefore that proactive service is well worth having. So the main point of that whole personalised tax review is to keep your taxes across the board as low as possible. So what are the fees for this service? So the annual fees are decided with you once your main plans have been implemented. So fees are set on an individual basis from a menu of fixed prices. So we look at all the various things we offer, we discuss them with you, we tick the appropriate boxes for what you want or you don't want. So for instance, let's say you've had your own accountant for 20 years and you don't want us to do that, then of course you wouldn't tick that relevant box. So you tick the boxes that you want, we calculate the annual fee, divide it by 12, and you pay a direct debit monthly. So the fees are really dependent on the services provided, the time we're likely to spend, the complexity of the advice, and actually the risk to the relevant companies providing that advice. But it is all agreed with you up front, and then on an annual basis we review it and then go forward from there. But whatever happens, you know what you're going to be paying on an ongoing basis. So if you then have other work that's required through the year, you say, oh, I'd like to get X, Y, and Z done, then obviously as part of normal, we would quote you on that work and carry out that work on an ad hoc basis as required. Then if during the year you need something or you need some help or advice, literally you call us, we arrange a meeting on the fly on Zoom or something, talk it through with you, see what you're trying to achieve, and then go forward from there. So work that obviously arises as part of a separate query is charged separately to your annual review. The annual review is a fee to carry out that meeting once or twice a year, depending upon what you want. So the annual review really is a very flexible process, and it's there to make sure that your planning remains as effective as possible for you and your family. So hopefully that's useful. Thanks for listening, and goodbye for now.